Ray Campy, Gene Vincent, Eddie Cochran, Bill Haley.
See you later, Radicator.
Join me for 2 hours at the radio every Wednesday lunchtime on Source.
Message 3.
Comms Consult is proud to sponsor journalism at Falmouth University. We are a Cornish company with a global mission. We help people in the developing world use communication as a tool to empower and connect. We are happy to support students who also want to make the planet a better place for all.
Local businesses, why not include radio in your marketing mix? With the award-winning community station Source FM. We offer an all-inclusive package helping you with the writing and recording of your message. Source FM is on air 24/7, broadcasting a variety of programs involving and of interest to our local community. Your message will be featured 5 times a week, Monday to Friday, and working with us will not only help to get your message
see you next week,
but will show your support for community projects. You will find our prices to be very affordable compared to other forms of advertising. Interested? Click the sponsor tab on www.thesourcefm.co.uk. We look forward to chatting with you and showing your care for our community.
As restrictions continue to ease, it's great we can now meet indoors. But remember, around 1 in 3 people who have COVID-19 have no symptoms and can spread it without knowing. That could be a friend, a relative, it could even be you. So it is still safest to meet up outside in the fresh air.
Good afternoon, listeners. You are listening to Source FM with me, Rockin Tony, live on the radio at 96.1 FM and live online at www.sourcefm.co.uk. Right, I'm hoping you can hear me. I'm hoping this is all going out on air because we had a couple of mistakes just now, but hey, got it in there in the end. Just want to say a big thank you to Kaz for a great handover this week. Thank you very much, Kaz. And the problem was my fault, Kaz, not yours. So I hope you can all hear me. Got a great show for you this week lined up. First up, as you all know by now, is my beautiful grandson Ethan and his great little intro. Also coming up, I have 5 great tracks to start the show off with this week. So here you go, listeners. There's my beautiful grandson Ethan and his great little intro. Where's the sound gone?
Well, kiss my baby and it don't seem right.
Sorry, listeners, I'm going to stop that and I'm going to redo that. We've got a bit of a technical itch here in the studio. So, coming up now is my beautiful grandson Ethan and his great little intro, in case you missed it just now.
You were listening to Strictly Come Rockin', playing a music party.
Well, kiss my baby and it don't seem right. Too many people been holding her tight. Well, everybody loving my baby. Everybody is a loving my baby. Everybody is a loving my baby. Good and even, don't you see? Well, I bought a Cadillac, put a woman in style. I should have seen my money, but I get it for a while. Everybody loving my baby. Everybody is a loving my baby. Everybody is a loving my baby. But don't you see? They got you now. thought I didn't get back. A lot of people in the room about you. Everybody loving my baby. Everybody is a loving my baby. Everybody is a loving my baby. But don't you see? Well, the world's been a lot, and I don't understand. When they accept the Lord, I'm be do it again, boy.
My granddaddy's got long white hair, but I'll tell you now that he ain't no square, but he sits and rocks the rocking chair. Oh, my granddaddy rocking in his rocking chair. Well, granddaddy's rocking in his rocking chair. Granddaddy's rocking 'cause he ain't no square. He's got to sit and rock, but he don't care. Granddaddy's rocking in his rocking chair. Well, sit rockin', granddaddy. Rockin' in the rocking chair. He's a rockin' out of rhythm and he's scared of swag. Granddaddy rockin' in the rocking chair. Play cool, granddaddy. I had a rock and roll party the other night. The place was jumping and the cats were rising. They heard a crazy sound from the other room. When it's all granddaddy, the dishes from the cats all room. Well, granddaddy's rocking in his rocking chair. Granddaddy's rocking 'cause he ain't no square. He gotta sit down and rock, but if he don't care, granddaddy's rocking in his rocking chair. Well, rock, granddaddy. Rock in the rocking chair. He's the rocking out of rhythm and he's scared of swag. Granddaddy's rocking in the rocking chair. Yeah. Granddaddy. Yeah. He's a rockin' out of rhythm and he's scared of swag. Granddaddy rockin' in his rocking chair.
And I don't seem to be going out on air. Oh, right. Well, don't know what's going on there. Let's have a look here, listeners, a minute. Yeah. Yeah, that's all on. Don't seem to be on the air at the moment, listeners, so just give me 2 seconds. I'll try and sort this out. I do beg your pardon, listeners, for about the last 10 minutes. I haven't been on the air, but I am now. I do apologise there, listeners. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on with these next couple of tracks, and then I'll tell you the tracks that you've missed. So I do apologise, listeners. It's all my fault this week. But here you go. Here's another one of those 5 tracks for you.
Rock and roll, 16-ton rock and roll. Go, Dad, dig that coal, 16-ton rock and roll. I work way down in the mines where the sun don't never shine. Get my facelift at the door, says I owe my money to the communist store. 16-ton rock and roll, 16-ton rock and roll. Go, Dad, dig that coal, 16-ton rock and roll. got a woman doing in my mind, so I gotta keep her digging that number 9. But some of these days, when I'm gone, she can say there lies old muscle and bone. 16-ton rock and roll, 16-ton rock and roll. Oh, yeah, dig that cold, 16-ton rock and roll. I got a pick of the shovel in my hand. I load up the line like a man. If I live to be feeble and old, I'll still be a digging that number 9 cold. 16-ton rock and roll, 16-ton rock and roll. Oh, yeah, pick that cold, 16-ton rock and roll. 16-ton rock and roll, 16-ton rock and roll. Oh, yeah, pick that cold, 16-ton rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, 16-ton rock and roll. Well, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, look a little blue. Oh, I done in love with you. Well, I love you so. And don't you know? Hey, I love you so. And don't you know? If you used to leave, well, I'm close. Oh, what you mean? Yeah, I'm blue. Well, go with me. Yes, I'm blue. I'm trying in love with you. Oh, little me, I'm in the middle. Oh, little me, I'm in the middle. You gonna give me your love. Now you set me free. Oh, little me, yeah, you do. Oh, little me, yeah, you do. You don't give me your love. Now you say we're free. Oh, yeah, I'm so good. Oh, yeah, I'm so good. Yeah, I'm so good. Well, jumping and rocking, we're heading for the high school hop. Yes, jumping and rocking, we're heading for the high school hop. We're gonna rock and roll, and we're really gonna rock. We're gonna dance with the girls, everyone that's there. We're gonna dance with the girls, everyone that's there. We're gonna rock and relax and shake it everywhere. Well, my little girl, she said she'd be all mine. Yes, I one little girl said she'd be all mine. Well, I said, baby, I don't believe you keep my time. I'm gonna rock her, rock her, rock Broadway, doo-doo-doo. I'm gonna rock, Broadway, doo-doo-doo. We're gonna shake, baby, dance, baby. Well, we're gonna dance with the girls, everyone is there. Yeah, we're gonna dance with the girls, everyone is there. We'll be rocking and reeling, shimming and shaking everywhere.
Oh yeah, do apologise, listeners. You missed the first two tracks on the radio, but if you got me on now, I am on air as it's showing me or telling me I am on air. So there you go. We are back on air. I do apologise. It was my fault at the beginning there. As I was saying, a big thank you to the lovely Kaz for a great handover this week, and it was all my fault, Kaz. It was here in the studio in my bit, so don't worry about it. Right, I'll run you through those first 5 tracks. It was that one there just then, Heading for the High School Hop by. Oh, no, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Sorry. Heading for the High School Hop by Curtis Johnson. Oh, yeah. The man that sang Baby Baby and all those other great tracks. And that's from the CD P61 from Mr. Malcolm Raven, one of his CDs that he gave me. So don't go looking for them anywhere because you ain't going to find them. And then before that, it was Woe Is Me by Bobby Lee Trammell, again, from another CD that Mr. Malcolm Raven gave me. It was from the CD P63. And then before that, 16 Tons Rock and Roll, Jimmy Murphy from the album CBS Rockabilly Classics Volume 2. And then before that, it was Granddaddy's Rockin' by Matt Curtis from the album Granddaddy's Rockin'. And before that, it was a good friend of his, good mate, an album that came out called Charlie Feathers and Matt Curtis, Rockabilly Kings. It was Charlie Feathers and Everybody's Loving My Baby. And then before that, it was my beautiful grandson, Ethan, and his great little intro. Right, coming up for you now, I have a great, and I mean a complete great Johnny Horton track. I say it's great because it has to be my favourite one of all, if anything. And I do love this track, always have and always will. So here's a bit of Johnny Horton for you. And this is Honky Tonk Hardwood Floor. And just to remind you, I've got another Johnny Horton track coming up a little bit later in the show. But that's not Johnny Horton singing it. But here's Johnny anyway, and Honky Tonk Hardwood Floor. Get my words out now, listeners.
The fiddles are squeaking, the guitars are speaking, the piano plays a jelly roll. The man on the drums is far from dumb, and the bass man, it plays from his soul. The tables are quaking and your nerves are shaky, but you keep on begging for more. You keep having your fun, you lucky son of a gun, on a honky-tonk hardwood floor. On a honky-tonk hardwood floor. On a honky-tonk hardwood floor. You keep having your fun, you lucky son of a gun, on a honky-tonk hardwood floor. There's a waitress handy and she don't sell candy and she don't sell soda pop. There's a fat bartender who's there to serve you if you really want to blow your top. If you got no money, then there's a little honey, she's the gal that you adore. So keep having your fun, you lucky son of a gun, on a honky-tonk hardwood floor. On a honky-tonk hardwood floor. On a honky-tonk hardwood floor. You keep having your fun, you lucky son of a gun, on a honky-tonk hardwood floor. Friday, Saturday, you broke on Sunday, on Monday you're feeling sore. You got 2 black eyes that you picked up from a little guy the night before. So you swear off for drinking, but when you get to thinking about the good times you had before, you keep having your fun, you lucky son of a gun, on a honky-tonk hardwood floor. On a honky-tonk hardwood floor. On a honky-tonk hardwood floor. You keep Stepping in for the lucky son of a gun on a honky-tonk hardwood floor.
Well, we got a number we haven't tried in a good while. It's one called 7 Nights to Rock. I got 7 nights to rock. I got 7 nights to roll. 7 nights gonna have a ball. 7 nights with a different girl. 7 nights to rock. I got 7 nights to roll. Monday, that's it, Tuesday ball. Tuesday, at the old dance hall. Tuesday, at the roadhouse inn. Thursday, at the light pit. Friday, at the chatterbox. Saturday, Sunday, ain't nobody rock. 7 nights to rock. I got 7 nights to roll. 7 nights gonna have the world. 7 nights with a different girl. 7 nights to rock. I got 7 nights to roll. Let's go. I got 7 nights to rock, 7 nights to roll, 7 nights to show my face, 7 nights in a different place, 7 nights to rock. I got 7 nights to roll. Monday, I'm gonna rock with Jane. It'll be low rain. Wednesday, I'm taking that St. Louis. Thursday, it's in a little bit. Friday, I'm gonna die for soup. Saturday and Sunday, in the temple to drive. 7 nights to roll. I got 7 nights to roll. 7 nights to rock. With a different chick in a different place. 7 nights to rock. I got 7 nights to roll. Let's go. I got 7 nights to rock, 7 nights to roll, 7 nights to the world, 7 nights with a different girl, 7 nights to rock. I got 7 nights to roll.
Oh yeah. Here's an Elvis. Here's a number that Elvis made really known, and it's given the British touch. It goes something like this: My baby left me.
Yeah, my baby left me. You never said a word. Why did something I done something that she looked my baby left me? My baby left me. My baby even left me. You never said a word. Lord, I stand at my window, wring my hands and cry. I hate to lose that woman, hate to say goodbye. You know she left me, yeah, she left me. My baby even left me, you never said a word.
Hey, big boy.
This morning, thought it won't belong. You look for me, baby, and that ain't all but gone. You know you left me, my baby left me. My baby even left me and never said a word. Lord, I stand at my window, wring my hands and moan. All I know is what I love is gone. Don't you left me, you left me. My baby even left me, never said a word.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, 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 I go to swinging school. Oh, well, the chicks are kicks and the cats are cool. Oh, well, we dance the craze down the rest of the ladies. Whoa, 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 I go to swinging school. It's cool. Yeah. My little chick is my heart's desire. Oh, well, the way we kiss will put the screw on fire. Chicks, kicks, cats, cool, yes, cool. After school we have a rendezvous. We're gonna plan all the things that we're gonna do. Curator booking, for cooking, and I'm good looking. When my days at the school are through. Yes, come on. We live in love by the golden rule. We're gonna settle down in a swinging school. We'll have a house, a car, and a swimming pool. But whoa, 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 I go to swinging school. I said, whoa, 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 I go to swinging school.
Oh, sorry, listeners. Here's a bit of ABBA for you and Take a Chance on Me. Oh, yeah.
Baby, baby, please take a chance on me. Baby, baby, please take a chance on me. I am down, I'm in misery. Sometimes I wonder why the Lord above, if you out for me to love, I said if you out from all the rest. He knew I love you best, so baby, baby, please take a chance on me. Baby, baby, please take a chance on me. I am down, I'm in misery. Love you, baby, yes I do. Please say you love me too. Can't you hear me begging, please? Down here on my bed, and so baby, baby, please take a chance on me. Baby, baby, please take a chance on me. Let me know I'm in misery. Yes, we gonna run. I said 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 we gonna run, child. They never Sometimes I wonder why the Lord above, if you out for me to love, I said if you out from all the rest. He knew I love you best, so baby, baby, please take a chance on me. Baby, baby, please take a chance on me. 'Cause I am down, I'm in misery.
Oh, yeah. I bet you thought I was playing ABBA then, didn't you? Take a Chance on Me. You was completely wrong. No, it was a track called Take a Chance on Me, and it's by Jimmy Shaw. Again, off one of those CDs that Mr. Malcolm Raven gave me, P61. And I've got to say, I just love the way that goes on and on. Just brilliant. And then before that, someone else I've never played on the show until today. A Swinging School by Joe Dowell, and that's from the album Wooden Art and German American Hits. And then before that, doing a great version of ours is My Baby Left Me, and also Arthur Gunter, who did that originally. I think it might have been, but then it might have been, I don't know, I forget by now. But it was Dave Berry doing My Baby Left Me, and I always wondered who was playing guitar on that. And Jeff Barker put on Facebook the other day when it came up that playing guitar on that was none other than British legend, Mr. Big Jim Sullivan. Yeah, and not Jimmy Page like everybody thought it was. It was Big Jim Sullivan playing guitar on that. But playing slap bass on that, the double bass, it was Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. Yeah, Jimmy Page was playing the double bass on that. And how great does that still sound today? Just brilliant. Love it. My Baby Left Me, Dave Berry. And then before that, doing their version of the Moon Mulligan track, Seven Nights to Rock, it was Narwhal Phelps and Jerry Mercer from the album Radio Rockabillys. And then before that, it was what I consider to be my all-time favourite track by that guy anyway. It was Honky Tonk Hardwood Floor from 1958 by Johnny Orton, from the album Johnny Orton 1956 to 1960, Volume 1. Right, I'll quickly say hello to a few people. First up, hello to my mum, Jean, and all the residents and staff down at the White House. Hello to the beautiful Caroline Dunleavy. She's got me on, but she's busy, but she's got me on in the background. Well, I hope I'm not in the background because I wouldn't be here in the studio. I know what she means, bless her. And good afternoon also to Anne Martin and my brother-in-law, Scout Billy Boy. How you doing, Scout Billy Boy? And also good afternoon to my son, Damien, daughter-in-law, Kerry, and grandson, Matthew. Good afternoon to my son, John, daughter-in-law, Lisa, Ethan, Nikita, Summer, Aston and Levi, my grandchildren over in Truro. Also, good afternoon to Paul Adams, is there on the live feed. Hope you're well, Paul. Good afternoon to Mr. Louis Bray. I hope Louis listening. I hope he's thinking, oh no, he's missed me or whatever. But good afternoon, Louis. And I hope you enjoyed that Dave Berry track, mate. Also, good afternoon to Mary Powell, Susan Wynn, the lovely Kaz Brown, who was here earlier doing a great little show. Also, good afternoon to Val Baker, Mike Orbit, everybody. Just good afternoon, everybody. And I hope you're all enjoying the show. Right, coming up now is the part of the show where I play you 5 modern bands. And each week I play you 2 tracks from one band. Well, guess what? It's that time of the show again. And here's the first track from this band. Not going to tell you who it is until after all 5 tracks, but I know one person, he will get it out there. He will. But it goes something like this. They're doing a great version of Wanda Jackson's Fallen. So just check this out. If you like Wanda and you like her stuff, this is a great version, believe me. I'll tell you who it is in a bit.
I got the feeling I'm a falling, like a star up in the blue, like I was falling from Niagara in a kind of brand new. Got the feeling I'm a falling, love it's all because of you. Like I was walking on a tightrope, was hanging in the breeze. Then I tried to keep my balance, I'm weak in my knees. I got the feeling I'm a falling. Oh, lover, help me please. Like a leaf fall from a branch, like a rockside avalanche, like the weather on a stormy day. Never thought I'd feel this way. I thought that love could never touch me. Yeah, I was riding high, and then my ivory tower toppled, and it tumbled from the sky. I got the feeling I'm a falling. Love, you're the reason why. Like a lion planning that is slow, like the walls of Jericho, like Delilah's holy town. When Samson tore it down, I thought that love could never touch me. Yeah, I was riding high, then my ivory tower toppled, and it tumbled from the sky. I got the feeling I'm a falling. Love, you're the reason why. I love it, you're the reason why. Oh, you're the reason why.
Oh, yeah, and Martin, who's doing this next one. And good afternoon to the Boyster, Mr. Graham Boyce is listening. Also, good afternoon to Alan Wilson, and happy birthday from Saturday just gone, Alan. And here's a band that you recorded, and guess what? Smells like a party.
Dressed in bikini, sounds like a party to me. Shine party to me. Sounds like a party to me. We get some chicken and chicken fries. A big old girl with the bun in my hand. Sounds like a party to me. Oh, we need some eggs. Hey, you bring some eggs. Smells like a party.
Apologies for that, listeners.
Around is fine. Been trying to get me every time. Rockin' you, like the roof. Get out of party, gonna blow up the roof. It's a wild, wild party. Everybody. I said, follow me. I said, follow me. Ow! And wine is fine. Moonshine gets me every time. Run up the fuel to 100 proof. If we light up the phone, we're gonna blow up the roof. It's a wild, wild party. It's a pretty party. Moonshine party. It's a pretty party. Pass that bottle of me. Pass that bottle of me. I'll see you with an old palm tree. Pass that bottle of me. Wow! Wow!
Oh, yeah, listeners. What's the connection between these next two bands? I wonder if anybody knows.
She was a hit, and really she was pretty from New York City. And she shut on down the lake with the heat. Oh, well, I just couldn't let it go. Sweet little woman, get along. You know my way, get along. Sweet little woman, get along. You know my way, get the heat. Oh, well, I just couldn't let it go. Well, you can't get it rolling all night long. 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 Oh, well, I just couldn't let it go. Ow! We were stuck in Albuquerque. She was a girl. I was a real long ticket down the train. In El Paso, so legit, I couldn't let it go any long. I just couldn't let it go. Sweet little mama, get along. I'm on my way, get along. Sweet little mama, get along. I'm on my way, get along. Oh, well, I just couldn't let it go. Well, the train kept rolling all night long. 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 The heat. Oh, well, I just couldn't let it go. Big fool, that's me. Big fool, that's me. Well, they told me that you love me, then you walked out on me. A big fool, that's me. Big fool, that's me. You're the down me crazy and see what you do to me. When you gave me your loving and share that passion truth, see that you're doing. You got me walking and bumping like a fool. Big fool,
Bless you. A big fool. Bless you. I was a big fool, but not a big fool is you. Big fool. Bless me. A big fool. Bless me. Well, you told me that you love me, then you walked out of me. A big fool. Bless me. A big fool. Bless me. You're driving me crazy to see what you're doing to me. When you gave me a love, and you know it wasn't true. Can't see what you're doing. You're walking and talking like a fool. Big fool. That's you. A big fool. That's you. Well, I was a big fool, but not a big fool is you. Well, I was a big fool, but not a big fool is you. Well, I was a big fool, but not a big fool is you.
Oh yeah, here's that other Johnny Horton track.
There's a little place that I know about. I go there with my baby every time I take him out. We walk by the rock and watch the lights down below. And I tell him things that he ought to know. They call it Lover's Rock. They call it Lover's Rock.
Can you hear that okay?
Everybody's rocking and there's very little talking, just a hugging and a kissing going on. Just can't wait for Saturday night. We park by the rock in the pale moonlight. Go to my baby, steal a kiss, and then I know he'll be stealing it right back. They call it Lover's Rock. They call it Lover's Rock. Well, everybody's rocking and there's very little talking, just a hugging and a kissing going on. Everybody's got a little place they call their own, but they can't go when they wanna be alone. Lover's Rock is the best around. Well, it's a short way up, but it's a long way down. They call it Lover's Rock. They call it Lover's Rock. Well, everybody's rocking and there's very little talking, just a hugging and a kissing going on. A hugging and a kissing going on. A hugging and a kissing going on.
Oh yeah, what a great version of Johnny Horton's Lovers Rock there. Absolutely fantastic. And I'll tell you that was now. I'm surprising none of the old listeners and them who've been on the live feed for quite some time now have picked up on it. But I know my good mate Louis Bray would have said that. Yeah, it was Lovers Rock by Pip Pip and the Swags. I haven't played that for a long time on the show. And that's from the album A Rock and Roll Crazy Killer. Just love that band, and should bring in a couple of more tracks as we go on. But I put in another one at the beginning, and then before that, it was A Big Fool, and there was a connection between that track and The Train Kept Rolling. I'll tell you what it is in a minute. Big Fool by the Hayriders from the album from 2014, Hayriding. And then before that, it was The Train Kept Rolling from the Sugar Creek Trio off the album Catwalk. And the connection there is, are you ready? One of the two top guitarists that, or I consider to be one of the two top guitarists in the rockabilly scene in this country today, it was none other than the legend that is Mr. Darren Litz. Yep, my good mate Darren playing guitar on both those tracks. And yet, if you're wondering who I consider to be the other great rockabilly guitarist in this country, it is a guy called Morgan Willis. I played him on the show before, Morgan, with his band, with the band he's in, and I'll bring that in again at some stage. And then before that, it was a Moonshine Martinis by Chuck and the Hooders and Smells Like a Party. And I played that for Mr. Alan Wilson, whose birthday it was on Saturday. So many happy returns to you, Alan, for Saturday just gone, mate. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope, I know Anne Martin would have enjoyed that. And I hope Mr. Boyce enjoyed that, a bit of a Chuck and the Hooders. That Smells Like a Party came out on Western Star, a few years ago now. And then before that, it was Pip Pip and the Swags from the album A Rock and Roll Crazy Killer. It was a Foolin'. Right, coming up now, 5 tracks that you don't hear on the radio or at Record Hops today, or nowadays, or you don't hear very often. Coming up is this one here. And if you like Cliff's version, you're going to love this because it's a lot better. But I'll leave it up to this guy. Here's Billy the Kid Emerson for you, and a little bit of Apron Strings.
Well, it's good to be free, like the wandering free, to come and to go, wherever I believe. But honey, your love is creeping my way. Well, I want to be tied to your apron string. I kiss you goodnight. Oh, then what do I do? I hurry on home to dream about it. It's crazy, I know, but just one of them things. Oh, the big time, apron string. You touch my hand and I burn like fire. You press my lips and the wind goes high. You're such a lucky devil to find a little lady like you. I'm crossing my heart and I'm tipping over line. So open your arms and close your eyes. I'm sticking with love like I did the clean. I wanna be tied to your apron string. You touch my hand and I'm burning like fire. You press my lips and the flame goes high. You're such a lucky devil to find a little lady like you. Well, I'm crossing my heart and I'm telling no lie. So open your arms and close your eyes. Well, I'm sticking your clothes like I did the clean. 'Cause I wanna be tied to apron string. I wanna be tied to your apron string. I wanna be tied. You love and dog. 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 I had you on love and dog. You love and dog. You love and dog. Baby, oh baby, I haven't any sense. You got me walking like a tagger on the fence. You love and dog. You love and dog. You love and dog. You love and dog. I had you on. You love and dog. You love and dog. Baby, oh baby, I'll never know just why. You got me flying like a sugar butterfly. You love and dog. 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 I had you on. You love and dog. You love and dog. You love and dog. Baby, oh baby, the pop's in the well. You got me swinging like crazy, thinking about your love and dog. You love and dog. You love and dog. You love and dog. I had you on. love and love, you 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 love and love.
Oh yeah, here's a great bit of Chuck Willis for you. Ooh, I feel so bad.
Feel so bad, feel like a ball game on a rainy day. Feel so bad, feel like a ball game on a rainy day. Yes, I got my rain check, shake my head and walk away. Ooh, people, that's the way I feel. Ooh, people, that's the way I feel. Sometimes I think I want, then again I think I will. Sometimes I want to stay here, then again I want to leave. Times I want to leave here, then again I want to stay. Yes, I got my train fare, pack my grip and ride away. Ooh, people, that's the way I feel. Ooh, people, that's the way I feel. Sometimes I think I won't, and again I think I will. True love, true love, true love, true love. Oh, true love, baby, that's what you give me. True love, your love, your love. Oh, your love, baby, that's what you give me. Oh, they made the world and they made it right. Got the baby and I'm glad I found her love was meant for me. And now, baby, she'll always be to give me true love, true love, true love, your love. Oh, true love, baby, that's what you give me. Well, I was a baby, I don't boast. When he made you, he made the most. You got that certain touch. Me, baby, means so much. Give me true love, true love, true love, true love. Oh, true love, baby, that's what you give me. Let's rock. True love, your love, your love. Oh, true love, baby, that's what you give me. Young and old, all this summer too, I've been home. When I found you, I found that you gave me love, and I can't forget you gave me true love, true love, true love, true love. Oh, true love, baby, that's what you give me. Oh, true love, baby, that's what you give me. Well, your mama said, well, baby, do the body some more than you. Yeah, rockin' mama said, my baby, do the body some more than you. You rock the way, honey, you rock the way, mama. Yeah, listen to me, woman, don't move me like you used to do. Listen to me, woman, don't move me like you used to do. You rock the way, honey, you rock the way, my blue. Rockin' mama say, my baby, do the body some more than you. Yes, honey, I'm rockin', mama say, my baby, do the body some more than you. Keep rockin', mama say, my baby, you love the boogie woo. Rock it.
Ah, go cat! Ah, rip it up, cat! Haha, now we're rocking. Oh yeah, 5 great tracks you don't hear on the radio or at Record Ops at all today, or hardly ever hear them. First up, it was that one there, Rockin' By Myself by Sammy Gowers, and that was off the album The Best of Imperial Rockabilly. And then before that, from 1957, doing his great version of Carl Perkins' True Love, it was Terry Wayne, and I must bring in a band called Cut Loose. They do a great version of that. Must bring their version in at some stage. And then before that, well, what can I say? The original, the one that Elvis would have heard, I Feel So Bad by none other than Chuck Willis. And that's off the album I Smell a Rat, Early Black Rock and Roll, 1949 and 1959. And then before that, it was You Loving Doll by Joey Bisco, off the album Decca in Rock and Roll, Volume 2. And then before that, the original version of the Cliff track, it was Billy the Kid Emerson and 8 Strings. Right, I do want to apologise for the Chuck and Hula track, for that one little word in the near the end, near the start there, listeners. I do apologise for that. And also, I want to say that was Alan Wilson on guitar on that. Right, listeners, I've got a minute to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be right back after these few messages. So don't go nowhere.
Hello, welcome to the Source FM 96.1 message hotline. There are 3 new messages. Message 1.
I'm a man in a suit. No charisma whatsoever. I'm just going to sell you a fire alarm. Even if you don't want one, I shall carry on unsuccessfully persuading you and acting like I'm better than you.
But we're not like that. We're friendly, all happy fire and safety company Exco. That's us. We'll do a proper job as well as sharing a biscuit and a lovely free conversation. So give us a call on 01326 372 878.
Message 2.
Trident, plumbing, heating and electrical. Dedicated experienced professionals, passionate about a sustainable Cornwall. From new bathrooms to heating systems, for boiler servicing and installation to rewiring your home. Our expert advice and qualified trade teams work at the cutting edge of our profession. With the help of Trident, people throughout Cornwall have made their homes more energy efficient, more practical and ready for the future. Installation, maintenance, renewable energies. Call today for your free quote. Trident, plumbing, heating and electrical. tridentcornwall.co.uk.
Message 3.
Okay, is it me or is it you?
Go ahead.
All right, it's me then. The Green Show with me, Pete Maxted.
And with me, Chiara Muzzi.
Bringing you all the environment news.
Locally, nationally and internationally.
We're on the Source 96.1 FM.
And we're on every Wednesdays at 4 o'clock.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon,
Yeah,
yes.
not 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
No, that'd be rubbish.
Bit too much, yeah. Even for environmental news, that's a bit too much.
I thought that went pretty well, didn't
Yeah, I think so.
Woo, the greatest little radio station in the world. Yeah, I'm loving it?
Go on then.
Hello, I'm Bo Baker, and I present musical recipes on the Source FM 96.1. Catch me on Wednesday mornings between 10:30 and 12. I try to cook up some musical loveliness every week. Think blues, jazz, pop, with a good old dollop of country and Americana. What's not to love? Join me, turn it up, and enjoy.
Go on then.
I'm leaving on the jet plane.
Oh, I say, that got Robin Hood rhyme, didn't it?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Oh, come on in, guys. Game starts in 10. Spread yourself out. Crisp bowl each. And windows open. Let's do this.
Around 1 in 3 people who have COVID-19 have no symptoms and are spreading it without knowing. So when you welcome friends back inside, let the fresh air in too. Let's take this next step safely. Remember, hands, face, space, and plenty of fresh air.
And I'm back, listeners. Right, are you getting married this year? You haven't quite booked that wedding car yet for that special day, but you want something that's different, something cool, something that's retro looking, then why not pop along to Honeybugs of Cornwall, VW wedding car hire, where you can have exactly what you want, a cool, retro looking VW bus to take you to your to the church on that special day. Sounds good? Then why not give them a call on 079 098. Right, are you looking to buy a new lamp or shade? Then why not pop along to Retro Shade Vintage Style Lamps and Shades and have one made to your own specifications, your own design, whatever you want, they will make it for you. And you can do all that by contacting the proprietor, Mark Wellen, on 07530 826 540, or you can email or go to the website www.retroshade.co.uk, or you can email info@retroshade.co.uk. Right, guys, are you looking for something for that special lady in your life? And ladies, are you looking for something for that special man in your life? You want something that's cool looking, something that's got a rocking style to it, like a handbag for you ladies, or even for you guys about, then why not pop along to the Facebook page? Hey, Miss Liz, got to have this. And look at all the lovely, beautiful handcrafted handbags and leather belts that Liz has got there. So pop along to the Facebook page. Hey, Miss Liz, got to have this. Right, coming up, I've got one gig for you, and that's going to be a week on Saturday. The Delatones, 1950s and 60s rock and roll. We'll be playing live at Queen Anne's Battery Marina. I take it that's in Plymouth on Saturday the 19th and Sunday the 20th of June. And that's from 12:30 p.m. on both days. So there you go. Right, coming up, I got a great little show hour coming up for you now or whatever. But I just want to say, Graham Boyce is still listening. Graham, I recommended a band to you not so long ago. I've got a track coming up from them in the start of the last 5. So stay there, mate. You're going to love it. Right, what have we got coming up first? First of all, it's those two cool cats, Rebel Dean and Pat Wynn. And my very good friends are Rebel Dean and Pat Wynn with their great little jingles. But first, here's Rebel Dean with his great little jingle. Tell them, Rebel.
Hi, this is Rebel Dean from Rebel Dean and the Starcats. And we always tune in to Tony Martin's Strictly Come Rockin' Show.
Now there's a rockabilly cat you can hear for free. Just tune in to the West Country, but don't get fooled by that smile. Continue with the sweet lady who touch that dial.
This is Pat Wynn from the Holloway Echoes urging you not to touch that dial.
And they won't, Pat, trust me. Right, listeners, coming up now is 3 songs. And I did forget to say this just now. All 3 songs have a connection. You're not allowed to Google it. You're not allowed to look on your phones. Do nothing like that. That still applies. And I have to say, the beautiful Caroline Dunleavy, you can't answer this week. But if nobody gets it, Caroline, before the end of the 3rd record, I will let you put it on the live feed as to what the connection is. Because she knows what the connection is. But here's the first of those 3. I wonder if anybody, even anybody on the live feed, I wonder if any of you can guess what the connection is. But here's the first one. It goes something like this.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. They told you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straight in the curve, yeah. Flat in the hills. Someday the mountain might get them, but the law never will. They can
their way. The only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the love of life.
Yeah! Pick it, Waylon.
Taking their way, the only way they know how. Yeah. That's just a little bit more than the love of the life. I'm a good old boy. You know my mama loves me, but she don't understand the kid but knowing my man about my face on TV.
For my son, Damien Martin, this one's for you, Damien.
Now, Flash, you and me'll just hide here in the patrol car behind this billboard sign and ambush the General Lee on the way to the race. Ooh, 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 ooh. There they go. Move over, Flash, so I can drive. Will you, Flash, move it over. Flash, you gotta move over faster than that. No, they're getting away. Come on. Flash, you just let me drive. Where's that worthless dipstick of a deputy of mine? My old dog, his name is Flash. I don't know why, 'cause he ain't too fast. He runs 2 steps, then he runs out of gas. In a one-dog race, he'd come in last. Singing, go, Flash, go. But he just stretched and yawned. Singing, go, Flash, go. But he just lay on the lawn, scratching fleas, wrinkling. That old Flash, he ain't too good at chasing them possums through the wood. He never does a thing he should. He just sleeps and eats his food. Good, I can't blame him. He's resting. Go, Flash, go. But he just stretches and yawns, singing, go, Flash, go. But he just lay on the lawn. Oh, he's a cute little rascal, but he's not exactly little. He's 55 pounds of wrinkles. Good, I love every one of them. He's got wrinkles on his eyebrows. Good, but he's mean. I tell you, he hates ball hog. You think he'd give him a chomp in a minute? Good. So he can't be all bad, can he? Good. But he loves the big boy. Well, I don't mind him once in a while. I can chase him, hop or shoot him.
Nobody's got it yet.
He buckles up for safety. He knows he can get scuffed. My old dog, his name is Flash. I don't know why, 'cause he ain't too fast. He runs 2 steps and he runs out of gas. In a one-dog race, he'd come in last. Singing, go, Flash, go. But he just stretches and yawns, singing, go, Flash, go. But he just lay on the lawn, singing, go. He's a good dog. Oh, he's got wrinkles. Good, that's sexy.
Get to it, Paul.
You know,
All about memories, mate.
Sleeps with me sometimes. Mama don't care. Home's the cookers.
Here's a bit of Gene Vincent for you, or is it?
Bebop-a-doodle, she's my baby. Bebop-a-doodle, I don't mean baby. Bebop-a-doodle, she's my baby. Bebop-a-doodle, I don't mean baby. Bebop-a-doodle, she my baby, got my baby, got my baby.
baby doll. She's a woman in red blue jeans. She's a woman that's a queen of the teens. She's a woman that I know. She's a woman that loves me so. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean baby. Bebop-a-lula, she is my baby doll, my baby doll, my baby doll. She's a woman that's got that beat, and she's a woman with a flying feet. She's a woman that I know. She's a woman that loves me so. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean maybe. Bebop-a-lula, she is my baby doll, my baby doll, my baby doll. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean baby. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean baby. Bebop-a-lula, she is my baby doll, my baby doll, my baby doll.
Oh yeah, and what was the connection between the three of them? I know what you're all saying. The Dukes of Hazzard. Well, yeah, you would be right, because it was Waylon Jennings doing The Good Old Boys, the theme from the Dukes of Hazzard. And James Best, he starred in the Dukes of Hazzard as Sheriff Rascal Big Gold Train. I know I'm bad, aren't I? But that's not the connection. The connection is with that last track. Oh yes, the connection between James Best and the Everly Brothers. You're all wondering what it was, weren't you? Well, he was born Joe Franklin Guy in July 26, 1926, and his parents were called Lark and Lena Guy. And Lena Guy's brother, that's James Best's mum, her brother was Ike Everly. Yeah, it was the father of Don and Phil. So there you go. That's the connection between those two tracks. Don and Phil Everly were cousins to James Best, or James Best was a cousin to them because he was put in an orphanage when he was a baby, and he was adopted by the Best family, and that's how he came about the name James Best. And he is actually related. He was a cousin, first cousin, in fact, to Don and Phil Everly. So that's the connection on all three of them. So it was Bebop-a-lula from the Everly Brothers, which was the B-side to their London American single, When Will I Be Loved? And I must bring that in at some stage, just brilliant. But I do love their version of June Vincent's Bebop-a-lula. And then before that, it was Flash by James Best himself. Taken from the album The Dukes of Hazzard. And then before that, the guy who wrote the theme song and also did it, it was none other than Waylon Jennings with his great little track for the show, or title track for the show, Good Old Boys. So there you go. That was the connection between them. Right, we're going to get back to some more rocking now. Getting off all of that and coming back to some more rocking. First, I'm going to give you this one. This is Joe Turner. And, well, all right.
Yeah. You're real crazy, baby. Love you, man. Well, all right. Got yourself a Cadillac car. Well, all right. You're hanging out in the finest bar. Well, all right. It's all just a little bar. Well, all right. The people's gonna be it. You love me, man, your love is dead. We'll discover the hot dog. Tell me where you got that bread. Where you ride around with all the finest cats in town. You in your black dress with your sleeping gown. You'll be coming back when the deal goes down. Oh boy. Well, reaping, well, reaping, well, reaping, well, rooting, well, reaping, well, rolling, well, writing, well, writing, well, reaping,
I'm a bright spark.
I sure do love those brown-eyed babies. Yes, I love those little bears. And when I started loving them one by one, I'm really straightening my gears. And everybody calls me Spark Plug. Yeah, yeah, Spark Plug. I'm just looking for some loving. And everybody calls me Spark Plug. Now I used to have a gal named Sally, and she was sweet as she could be. Well, we had a fight and broke up one night because she couldn't keep up with me. Now everybody calls me Spark Plug. Yeah, 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 Spark Plug. I'm just looking for some loving, yeah. And everybody calls me Spark Plug. Now I'm moving. At least till 2 or 3. But when it's time to quit, I just roll a bit because I'm just getting started, you see. Now everybody calls me Spark Plug. Yeah, Spark Plug. I'm just looking for some loving, and everybody calls me Spark Plug. When a girl starts needing some loving, and she wants that loving right, she just picked up the phone and yelled, oh, Spark Plug, anytime, day or night, and everybody calls me Spark Plug. Yeah, Spark Plug. I'm just looking for some loving, and everybody calls me Spark Plug. Tell me that you love me, but the don't seem true. Would you love me, get it? Me, Miss Street. Oh, yeah, yes, Miss Street, but I can't stop loving you. The hardest baby is for the pain. When you make me sorry, the dog on me. Miss Street, Miss Street. Oh, yeah, yes, Miss Street, but I can't stop loving you. I can't seem to get you out of my mind. Baby, all you know is right a little smell that you can't stop me. And I be doing things that I know that you miss me when I'm not around. Tell all my friends that you put me down. Yes, me, Miss Reader. Oh, yeah, yes, me, Miss Reader, but I can't stop loving you. Where's rockin'?
How about bass boy?
Well, I can't seem to get you out of my mind. Baby, all you know is you have a little spell that you can't stop me, and have me doing things that I know. When you tell me that you're screwing, I'm not around. I tell all my friends that you put me down. Miss Reader, Miss Reader, yes, Miss Reader, but I can't stop loving you. Yeah, just Miss Reader, but I can't stop loving you. Yes, Miss Reader, but I can't stop loving you.
Oh, Mama, don't you think I know?
Well, yes, now, Mama, don't you think I know what you've been putting out? Mama, don't you think I know that you've been stepping out? Mama, can't you see that I done fall to your lies? You used to say you love me, and you better not start crying. Oh, when that midnight train comes rolling down that line, your long loving daddy's gonna howl and use it, my love.
cat. Well, yes, now, mama, don't you think I know you made a fool of me? My head is hanging low, Lord, you done made a rap for me. Don't used to say you love me, it ain't nothing but a lie. You done told me that before, and then you left me high and dry. I don't never want to see you hang around my door no more. Mama, don't you think I know what you done used me for? Well, yes, now, mama, don't you think I know you made a fool of me? My head is hanging low, Lord, you done made a rap for me. Don't used to say you love me, it ain't nothing but a lie. You done told me that before, and then you left me high and dry. I don't ever want to see you hang around my door no more. Mama, don't you think I know what you done used me for? Well, yes, now, mama, don't you think I know? Oh yeah, honey, stop.
When that old moon is shining bright and you want some more, we'll hold you tight, real tight under the strong sun. As you can be, well, honey, stop. Oh, darling, think of me. When you want some more to make love to you, don't look around for someone new. I'm all alone, I'll wait patiently. So honey, stop. Oh, please, and think of me. I've got to live, kiss and your sweet lips. Is what I'm missing. Gonna hang around all over the town. When you want some fooling, I can find here, right here. That's where I'll be. So honey, stop. Why don't you think of me? I've got to live, kiss your sweet lips. Is what I'm missing. Gonna hang around all over the town. When you want some love, good sweet love that can be found. Here you find me here, right here, that's where I'll be. So honey, stop. Why don't you think of me? So honey, stop and think of me. Oh, stop.
Oh yeah, what a great little rocker there from Farron Young and Honey Stop. That's off CD P23, another one Mr. Malcolm Raven gave me. In fact, I've got another one coming up by him off one of his CDs. And yeah, so look forward to that. It's coming up in the doo-wop section in just a bit. And then before that, it was Mama Don't You Think I Know by Jackie Lee Cochran from the album Jack the Cat. I haven't played that for a while. I just love that track, always have. And the way that slap bass is going through it just drives it home. And then before that, it was Being Mistreated by Johnny Paris from the album Long Blonde Hair from 1992. And again, another great track, a rocking track with some great rockabilly slap bass going on it. And then before that, the original version of Spark Plug by the 14s from the album Rockabilly Artists 50s Volume 8. And the Sugar Bullets do a great version of that. And I'm going to bring that in soon because I'm going to do 2 tracks from them from the modern bands. And that will be 1 track, I can guarantee you that. And then before that, it was Big Joe Turner from another CD from Malcolm Raven and P6, the CD P61 and Well All Right. Right, coming up now, it's the doo-wop section. And do you fancy a Neil Sedaka and Diamonds track, do you? Well, here's one for you. Here's a Neil Sedaka track and Diamonds track for you. How'd you work that out, you say? Well, just listen and you'll see.
Darling, I love you. Though you treat me cruel, you hurt me and you make me cry. But if you leave me, I will surely die. Darling, there will never be another, 'cause I love you so. Don't ever leave me, say you'll never go. I will always love you for my sweetheart, no matter what you do. Oh, Carol, I'm so in love with you. Oh, Carol, I'm gonna fool you. Darling, I love you, but you treat me cruel. You hurt me, and you made me cry. But if you leave me, I will surely die. Darling, there will never be another, 'cause I love you so. Don't ever leave me, say you'll never go. I will always love you for my sweetheart, no matter what you do. Oh, Carol, I'm so in love with you. Don't try to get me by love, for that's the subject that I'm the master of. Don't try to get me, for I'm not kidding you. Yes, always be faithful, your love will always be sweet, soft, tender, as you were to me. Don't try to get me, for I'm not kidding you. Yes, always be faithful, swear by stars above, that you will always be my only love. Don't try to get me, for I'm not kidding you. Yes, you know, and I know that I've always been nice. Kiss it once, kiss it twice, wow. Wasn't that nice? Wasn't that nice? Yes, always be faithful, so the story goes. You cheated my heart and cheating never goes. Don't try to get me, for I'm not kidding you. Well, I tried to stay real cool. I tried to take care of you, fool. Then you left me in distress. What was that right to do? Always be faithful, so the story goes. You cheated my heart and cheating never goes. Don't try to get me, for I'm not kidding you. Yes, for I'm not kidding you.
Oh yeah, here's my all-time favourite Frankie Lyman track. Take it, Frankie.
Baby, baby, how I want you. Baby, baby, how I need you. Baby, baby, you're the only one, 2, 3, 4. Baby, baby, how I miss you. Baby, baby, love to kiss you. Baby, baby, say you want me 2, 3, 4, 5. You're my favorite number. All that counts is you. I'm so glad it's you I want. I'm so glad you want me too. Baby, baby, want to bring you. Baby, baby, a wedding ring too. Baby, baby, soon we'll be 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop! Baby, baby, when I'm near you. Baby, baby, I go right to. Baby, baby, heaven number 7, 8, 9, 10. Baby,
A left 12. Well, you captured me, my baby, can't you see? That's the way I want it to be. I feel so free. Everyone now looks at me. Walks my baby down the street. My heart's going to beat. Well, now I know I really love you so. Everyone in this world should know that I love you. You love me. That's the way it should always be. Oh, yes. I feel so free. Everyone now looks at me. Walks my baby down the street. My heart skips a beat. Well, now I know I really love you so. Everyone in this world should know that I love you. You love me. That's the way it should always be. Oh, yeah. I feel so free. Everyone now looks at me. Walks my baby down the street. My heart skips a beat. Well, now I know I really love you so. Everyone in this world should know that I love you. You love me. That's the way it should always be. Oh, yes.
Coming up now is Hey Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee.
1, 2, 3. Look at Mr. Lee. 3, 4, 5. Look at him jive. Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. I've met my sweet Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. His name is Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. I've met my sweet Lee. His name is Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, he's the handsomest sweetie that you ever did see. My heart is aching for you, Mr. Lee. My heart is aching for you, Mr. Lee. 'Cause I love you so, and I'll never let you go. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. He calls Mr. Lee. He calls to me. He calls Mr. Lee. He calls to me. He's my lover boy. Let's jump for joy. Come on, Mr. Lee. And do your stuff. Come on, Mr. Lee. And do your stuff. 'Cause you're gonna be mine all time. 1, 2, 3. Look at Mr. Lee. 3, 4, 5. Look at him jive.
Oh, yeah. What about that? 5 great doo-wop tracks this week. I don't know about you listeners. It must be just me, but I think the doo-wop section's getting better every week. Because I'm certainly loving it, so it must be. Right, first up, it was that one there, Mr. Lee, by the Bobettes, from the album The Rock and Roll Era Doo-Wop. And then before that, from the album The Golden Age of American Rock and Roll Special Doo-Wop Edition, Volume 2, 1956 to 1963, it was You Baby You by the Cleftones. And how great did that sound? And then before that, from the album The Very Best of Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers from 1998, it was my all-time favourite Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers track. It was Baby Baby. And then before that, from the album Rare Black Doo-Wop Sounds, Volume 8, 2005, it was The Monarchs with Always Be Faithful. And please bear with me, listeners. I am nothing racist in that whatsoever before anybody starts. It's the name of the album. And I'm going to say it, there was a lot of black musicians back then. We tend to call them coloured artists, coloured musicians now, but that's the way the album's tied in. And then before that, doing a great version of Neil Sedaka's Oh Carol, it was the Diamonds from the album Doo-Wop Volume 200, another one of Mr. Malcolm's CDs. There you go. And Carol, if you're wondering who Carol is Carole King. It was the song that Neil Sedaka co-wrote, and it was all about Carole King. Right, coming up, it's the last 5 now, hoping to get them all in. Graham Boyce, if you're still listening, mate, is that band I recommended to you a couple of weeks ago, and I know it was from YouTube, but I hope this will give you a better sounding or better sense of sounding what they sound like or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, Graham. So I'm sure Louis Bray's going to love this. This is a great little track called I Love You So, and it's by the Ramshackle Daddies.
Why do I love you so? I'll never let you go. When in my heart I know I love you so. And if you would say I do, the dreams I hold for you, my dear, would all come true. I love you so. To me, you're just everything, the sun, the moon above. To me, only you can bring happiness and love. Though years may come and go, and things will change, I know. My love for you will grow. I love you so. Why do I love you so? I'll never let you go. When in my heart I know I love you so. And if you would say I do, the dreams I hold for you, my dear, would all come true. I love you so. Well, to me, you're just everything, the sun, the moon above. To me, only you can bring happiness and love. Though years may come and go, and things will change, I know. My love for you will grow. I love you so. Smiling straight at you, you were longing to be kissed too. I wandered in the streets at night, longing to be with you. I saw a falling star with my name upon it. I wandered far away, would I have you back someday? But now I say, we'll be done, we'll be done. mine. Well, I hold you like a flower. I'll be tired within the hour. Just like a willow tree, its branches are hanging low. I don't know which way to turn or where to go. I cried a tear for you, a tear too many. I cried my last tear, now I have any. I sing my own sad song, I sing again. We'll be done. We'll be done. I watch you smile at him, I watch him pain. But when you hold his hand and kiss him,
Great little track, isn't it?
I saw a falling star with my name upon it. I wandered far away, would I have you back someday? Ooh, but no, I said, we'll be done. We'll be done. We'll be done. We'll be done. What did I do? What did I do? Where did I go wrong?
Oh yeah, just love that track. Here's another one I love. Forgot all about it. Thanks to Louis Bray for reminding me about this track. Here's the Clovers and Devil or Angel.
Devil or angel, I can't make up my mind which one you are. I'd like to wake up and find. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I miss you, I miss you. I miss you. Devil or angel, please say you'll be mine. Love me or leave me, I'll go out of my mind. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I need you, I need you, I need you. You look like an angel, your smile is divine, but you keep me guessing, will you ever be mine? Devil or angel, please say you'll be mine. Love me or leave me, I made up my mind. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I love you, I love you. Devil or angel, please say you'll be mine. Love me or leave me, I made up my mind. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I love you, I love you, I love you. Quit your trifling, baby. Come on home and stay. You know how much I love you. Seem so far away. It's been so long, my darling, since I held your hand. Please come home, my baby, and love me like you can. Love me, love me, love me. Love me like you can. Love me, love me, love me. Love me like you can. It's been so long, my darling. Lord, I feel so blue. Please come home, my baby, and promise to be true. It's been so long, my darling, since I held your hand. Please come home, my baby, and love me like you can. It's been so long, my darling, Lord, I feel so blue. Please come home, my baby, and promise to be true. It's been so long, my darling, since I held your hand. Please come home, my baby, and love me like you can. Love me, love me, love me. Love me like you can. Love me, love me, love me. Love me like you can. Love me, love me, love me.
Oh yeah, here we go. Ending with a track that Elvis made very, very famous, had a #1 hit with in 1965. This is from 1964, and believe me, if you've never heard this version, you are in for a treat. I love it. Thank you, Mr. Louis Bray, for certainly telling me about this version, because I had to play it this week. It goes something like this. Believe me, this is a great version.
You saw me crying in the chapel. The tears I've shed are tears of joy. I know the meaning of contentment right now, and I'm happy with love. Just a plain and simple child, where people are right now, and I surely kneel down and pray. You have searched, and I have searched, but let me tell you that I could have never find. Oh yes, I know where people are. There's one call. Oh, I know
Yeah, there you go. What about that then, eh? From 1964, Crying in the Chapel by Carol Ferran. How good was that version? Just love it. And I, as I've said, always said along on this show, listeners, I will play you stuff other rocking DJs won't, because that's me, and I don't want to get tied down to being the same old thing, and I want the show to be kept fresh every week. But that was Crying in the Chapel from 1964 by Carol Fran. 12 months, believe it or not, before Elvis had a #1 hit with it in 1965. But I always thought that it was the Oreos version. The Oreos did the original version of Crying in the Chapel. Thanks to my good mate Julian Zalek, Pete Zalek's brother. He actually told me, no, it wasn't the Oreos. It was It was written and first recorded in 1953. It was written by Artie Glenn for his son Darrell Glenn. So Darrell Glenn did the original version of Crying in the Chapel in 1953. And if that was the version Elvis did, I don't know. But to me, I always been led to believe it was the Oreos version that he heard and he liked and he recorded. So there you go. Crying in the Chapel, 1964 by Carl Fran. And then before that, it was Love Me Like You Can from none other than Ronnie Hawkins and the Hawks from the album 40 Days. And then before that, what can I say? A great bit of doo-wops for that section there. The Clovers, Devil or Angel, and that's from the album Rock and Roll Dino Disc 5 of 10. And before that, it was the track What Will Be Done, and that's from the Flying Saucers of the album Planet of the Drapes. In my opinion, the best track on that album. I know it's a smoochie and all, but it's the best track on the album. My personal all-time favorite by them. And that was with that great lineup of Sandy. Is it Nigsy that was on sax, Pete Pritchard on bass, Terry Earl on drums, and I just forget that lineup. But you know, it's the best lineup they ever had, if you ask me. And that was from the Planet of the Drapes, What Will Be Done. And that's off my vinyl copy, I know. There you go. And then before that, it was I Love You So by that great little band, the Ramshackle Daddies. And I know Graham's still listening. So Graham, if you and Bill can find a way of getting them down at Westwood Oban, you mate, I tell you, they are going to rock it. No matter which weekend you put it on, March or November, mate. They will rock the joint, believe me. And a big thank you to Caroline Dunleavy. She's put great smoochy section this week. I'm glad about that because, you know, I don't get much feedback. Sometimes people will come up to me in the street and say, oh, Tony, I heard your show. Brilliant. Love it, mate. And all this. But I don't get very much. So to get it on the live feed and, you know, to get a few friends and a few family members tell you it's a great show, that's good enough for me. So right, I've got about 4 minutes to go and I'm just waffling on. I must say I did forget to announce during the summer holidays, if you're looking for something for your kids to do and you want to take them out on a boat trip around the harbour, up at Liverpool, St Maur's, or even up the Halford Passage, then go along to the only yellow kiosk on Prince of Wales Pier and book with either Medina Miss or the Princessa for a trip up the Halford Passage. I should certainly be going on there soon on the Princessa and going for a trip, taking my grandson Ethan up there. Right, I'm going to leave it there, listeners, because at the end of the day, I've still got the messages to put out in just a minute. So I'm just going to say, you've been listening to Strictly Come Rockin' with me, Rockin' Tony, live on the radio on Source FM and 96.1 FM and online at www.thesourcefm.co.uk. Thanks to all you listeners this week. Sorry about the first 10 minutes of the show. I will endeavour to get that right for next week. Don't worry about that. Thank you to everybody on the live feed that's commented, that's joined. Absolutely brilliant. At one stage, I had 5 people on the live feed. It's now gone down to 4. So, you know, to all you listeners at home, everybody on the live feed, thank you very much. Whatever you're doing this week, have a great, safe, rocking weekend. Whatever you're doing at the weekend, have a great, safe, rocking weekend. And, you know, until next week, listeners, when I'll be back to do it all again, the same station, the same rocking time, and for the same rocking 2 hours. Just remember, listeners, keep it rocking always. Keep it rocking always.
Hello, welcome to the Source FM 96.1 message hotline. There are 3 new messages. Message 1.
Farm Age Concern has been helping our community for over 60 years. At the beginning of the pandemic, we set up a telephone befriending service which now covers all of Cornwall. We're currently phoning nearly 200 lonely people every week.
Catch you next week, everybody. Take care.
If you could spare just an hour a week, please let us know. Telephone 013